I never thought prayers could turn into confessions. I used to think my heart belonged only to my profession, to the quiet rhythm of ventilators and the sterile scent of antiseptic. I was a doctor before I was anything else, before I was human, before I remembered what longing felt like. And then he came into my life again, my friend, my constant, someone who'd known me before I ever wore a white coat. We started talking after years of distance. It began with harmless messages, jokes about the old days, and complaints about the exhaustion of adulthood. Somewhere between late-night texts and quiet laughter, I started thinking of him when I closed my eyes. I prayed for him every night, his safety, his happiness, his peace. It was innocent at first. But then, I realized I whispered his name in my prayers more often than my own. I told myself it was friendship, that I was simply caring. But care can bloom into something dangerous when the heart starts to listen instead of the mind. Every time he smiled, my chest tightened. Every time he said, "You're the only one who understands me," I felt both pride and pain. I didn't plan it. Love never announces itself, it just takes over quietly. I was supposed to heal others, not fall sick with emotion. But there I was, praying not for my patients, but for a man who wasn't mine to love. It started shifting when he began to stay later after his shifts, lingering in the hallway, finding excuses to talk. He told me his marriage had grown distant, that his wife had stopped seeing him the way she once did. I listened, pretending to be just a friend, but inside I was breaking every rule I'd sworn to follow. Every word he spoke felt like a thread pulling me closer. I wanted to tell him to stop, to remind him of the vows we both respected in our own ways. Instead, I found myself wishing his pain would lead him toward me. The line between comfort and desire blurred faster than I expected. His hand brushed mine once, unintentionally, and it felt like my pulse had betrayed me. I went home that night feeling guilty, restless, and oddly alive. The next day, I avoided his eyes. He noticed. "You're quiet," he said softly, and I only smiled because words would have given away everything. That evening, I prayed again, not for him this time, but for strength to resist what was already happening inside me. But prayers don't work against the heart's rebellion. They only make you aware of it. He became my favorite sin.